Good afternoon, Miss Chase.
Good afternoon.
Tell me, when you were in undergrad, you had a reputation for throwing pretty big parties, didn't you?
I wouldn't say a reputation, but we threw some parties.
You were known on the campus for having a lot of big parties, right?
I wouldn't say no, but we had some parties.
Those parties averaged around 100 people, didn't they?
I'm not really sure how many people we usually had. Probably somewhere around 75, I would guess.
Alright, so your parties averaged 75, or this party that happened the night of averaged 75?
Probably both.
Okay. Are you aware that in your deposition that you said that the parties in your undergrad averaged around 100?
Yes, I could have been wrong about the number.
That was a little bit fresher in your mind. You're in your graduate years now, so
yeah.
You've distanced from that, right?
Right.
Alright. And that night, you had a party with 75 people or so, right?
Yes.
And you guys had some alcohol, didn't you?
Yes.
You had some beer?
Yes.
And you had some liquor there?
Yes.
And you weren't going to stay the entire night, were you?
No, I was planning to go meet Chris.
Alright. So you planned to drive and pick up Chris?
I did.
Alright. And you drank some of that alcohol, didn't you?
I did.
Not
a lot.
You drank some beer?
I did.
And you drank some Jimmy Runner Blue?
I tasted some Jimmy Runner, yeah.
Alright. After you drank the alcohol, you drove that night?
I mean, I wasn't drunk, but yeah.
While you were driving, did you take a phone call?
I did.
So you had a conversation while you were driving?
Yeah, on my Bluetooth.
And while you were in this conversation was when the crash occurred, correct?
Yes.
When you were driving, were you wearing your safety belt?
I don't recall.
Alright. When you were driving, it was really early in the morning, wasn't it? It was around 2 a.m.?
It was.
Around 2 a.m. visibility is pretty low, isn't it?
I mean, it was a straight road. It wasn't that bad, no.
And this road's a main road, correct?
Yeah, it's County Road 60.
And it goes straight through the middle of town where all the businesses and people are.
Uh-huh.
Alright. And this collision happened in town?
It did.
Thank you.